Come on now.
Imagine that you're on your way to your favorite vacation spot. You've been traveling for hours, and all that you wish is to make it to your final destination and begin relaxing. However, you look down at the gauges on your new electric vehicle, and you realize that your battery is dying and that it's time for you to stop and charge it. After passing numerous gas stations, you finally find a spot to charge your electric vehicle. You plug it up, but then you realize that it's going to take 8 hours for you to reach maximum capacity that'll get you to your destination. This obviously makes you very angry because it delays your trip even more. There are many reasons why gas-powered vehicles are much better than electric vehicles. For example, electric vehicles aren't as good for the environment as one person might think. They're very inconvenient to charge and have a shorter driving range. They're more expensive, and for someone like me, they're less appealing and not as fun. I'm sure these accusations have sparked an interest in your mind, so let's get rolling on why gas-powered vehicles are a lot better than electric-powered vehicles. First, I'm sure that you've heard that electric-powered vehicles are great for the environment. But what if I told you that electric vehicles could cause more deaths from pollution than gas-powered vehicles? Although it's true that they don't pollute while they're driving, electric vehicles do pollute as a byproduct of charging. Electric vehicles use electricity to charge, which normally comes from burning coal or natural gas. Matthew DeBoard from Business Insider states electric vehicles can cause 3 times as many deaths from pollution than gas-powered cars. So even if you think that your electric vehicle is great for the environment, that's not always the case. Next, electric vehicles have a much shorter driving range than gas-powered vehicles. Chris Donovan from Evercharge.net states that gas-powered cars can travel 400 to 600 miles on a single tank of gas, while electric vehicles can only travel 200 to 300 miles per charge. This can be very inconvenient to those who have a long commute to work or who travel a lot. Tying into that, electric vehicles can also be very inconvenient to charge. It takes quite a bit of time to get an electric vehicle to maximum battery capacity. The least amount of time it can take is 20 minutes, and that gets you a very minimum range. But to fully charge, it can take up to 8 hours. Represented on this graph is what I found doing a quick Google search about charging a Tesla with a Tesla supercharger, which is the fastest type of charger you can get. It takes 20 minutes to reach 50%, 40 minutes to reach 80%, and 75 minutes to reach 100%. Which is significantly longer than the 5 to 8 minutes it takes to fill up a tank of gas. Charging can also be a very inconvenient feature of having an electric vehicle. The reason is that there just aren't that many chargers. This graph from fueleconomy.gov shows that there are over 160,000 gas stations in the United States, while there are less than 20,000 electric vehicle chargers. This can be very inconvenient when trying to find a charger, especially whenever you're in a new place that you're not familiar with. Next, electric vehicles are much more expensive than gas-powered vehicles. You can buy a new gas vehicle for about $15,000, while the average ranges from $25,000 to $30,000. The cheapest electric vehicle you can get starts at $35,000, and there's not a huge variety to choose from. The final reason, which is very near and dear to me, is that electric vehicles are not as fun to a car enthusiast like myself. This is due to them making zero noise. When's the last time that a car enthusiast told you that they wish that their car was quieter and that it would make it a lot more cool that way? Never. The first thing to make a car stand out is the noise it makes, and with an electric vehicle, that's just non-existent. Also, electric vehicles have a lower performance, with speed, cornering, and again, having that wow factor. These are just a few reasons why gas-powered cars are better than electric vehicles. To review, electric vehicles aren't that great for the environment. They have a shorter driving range and can be very inconvenient to charge. They are more expensive, and to someone like me, they simply aren't as cool and fun as a gas-powered vehicle. So if you don't like to waste time, money, and potentially pollute the environment more, I think a gas-powered vehicle is the right one for you.